Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check.
Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Shadow and Bone Season 2, Episode 8 if you want to see my reaction videos about this entire Season 2 and the entire Season 1. I'm gonna put links, you know, into the eye if you want to check the playlist or some videos in particular. I'm gonna put links, just in case. Right there, it's the last episode of this Season 2. That's it, really. We spent 2 entire days together binge watching this Season 2. I know that you guys, you're gonna have one video with, on Patreon, 2 episodes of advance each time. That's what you had during the entire season. And also with extended reaction part. I'm saying it because if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't have that advance anymore, you know, if you're choosing to join me on my Patreon, but you can want to have access to this extended reaction part or to just thank me, you know, for this binge watching, these videos. Even if it's just for 1 month, it can be appreciated. But now, let's talk about what can happen during this episode 8. Remember that I didn't read the books. So really, what I'm gonna say right now, my theories about what is gonna happen, it's only based on what the writers of the show present me during this Season 2 and for sure during also the Season 1. You know that I'm worried about Mal dying since a long time. Even before we discovered that he's a firebird, that he might die, might be killed by Alina, by Kirigan, so they can use his power. Even before that, I had the impression that the writers would kill him. They made a lot of scenes, a lot of situations with Mal and Alina talking about their futures, what they dreamed of for their futures, the normal life that they want to have, to discover the world and all. So for me it meant that one of them would die. If it would be Alina, it would be at the end of all of the seasons, you know. If it would be Mal, maybe right now. And the more we progressed during the season, the more I was like, okay, the guy is gonna die, that's it, I know it. And even more because during several occasions during this Season 2, we had Alina using her powers and losing herself, you know, into her powers, enjoying them maybe too much, embracing that part of herself, and each time it was Mal who intervened to bring her back, to calm her, because he's the one that she loves, but also the one who is reminding her who she is, what she's supposed to do and all. So for Mal to be killed now, it makes sense because the firebird, all of that. It makes sense because all of the scenes that they created all along these seasons. And it can make sense also for Alina evolution, because if Mal would die, Alina, she would be without Mal, without that person being there to help her, to calm her and all. Okay, she can count maybe on the king, because they built also during this entire season a relationship between them. At first it was a friendship, they got closer, they trust each other, they want to do good for this country together. They have that hope about the fact that they can do good, and they are really like that. So I can see maybe a love relationship between these two. But it's a little weird for me, who is just watching the show, that during one entire season, during the Season 1, you sold me, you know, the triangle between Alina, Mal and Kirigan as the big love issue, you know, of this show. And also now to bring someone new, it feels a little weird to bring someone new when at the same time you're telling us that you're surely gonna kill Mal. It feels even weirder, you know. And yes, it doesn't feel right, you know, for a show to sell a relationship, a love relationship like Mal and Alina, like they're meant to be, they're soulmates, they're passionate, you know, really they're meant to be together. To bring someone like that as a replacement, it doesn't feel great. And I'm sad for the king, because I'm beginning to be really fond of him. Like, at first I had some doubts about his intentions, but I saw that he just wants to do good, and he's really great, you know, at being that king and considering everyone and what he wants to do. So I don't know what to think about him, but see my series about Alina, Mal, and that situation, I have that impression since a long time, and now for the final episode I'm pretty sure of it. Like, I'm pretty sure since episode that she's gonna kill Kirigan during this season. At first I thought that it would be to cut that connection between them, to be sure to have access to the entire power of the stag. Turned out that Baghra did that for her, and now he's so weak that you can really reach him, eat him, hurt him really easily. That's what she did at the end of the last episode. And even more because Inej, she has the blade, so she can kill the creatures who are around him and who can defend him. In fact, not at all, not anymore. All of the Grisha who were working for him, they died. So really, he's all alone, without any help, without any army, without any hope, because he lost hope during this season on the fact that maybe he can convince Alina, you know, to join him and all. But the fact is that still during this entire season he continued to enter into her head, and she began to give him credits for some of his ideas, to do things like him, you know, trying to manipulate him and all. And yes, I'm afraid of her becoming like him. That's truly what I think about the future, how stuff can evolve for her and all, because again, if Kirigan would die, we need a villain for the rest of the show, for the season 3, so maybe Alina, in fact. We'll see. I want to be wrong about that, and I hope to be wrong, and maybe I'm totally wrong, you know, but at least with how these writers wrote this season, they are pushing me to feel like that, to think that. You guys who read the books, you know right now if I'm right or wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong and you're like, come on, you can see that Alina, she wants to do good, she's a good person, she's the chosen one and all. Yes, you're right, she's the chosen one and she had good motives and all. But also she's impulsive, she's impatient. She was okay maybe to do these light creatures, even if it meant, you know, to do something bad. I have to consider everything, you know, not knowing what can happen. I have to consider everything. And I'm not saying that it's gonna be the path that she is gonna choose, but I'm saying that now it's a real path that she can take right now if she wants. That's why I'm afraid. You know, Kirigan was a temptation for her. Her powers, it's gonna be a temptation for her now also to have more power, to be more powerful, because also she felt weak and useless during so long. To not become someone like him, that's gonna be a big thing, I think. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. And for the other guys, that's it. They are all reunited, they helped to save the king, that's so great. You know, for this episode, it's a 1 hour episode again, and for me, to fight against Kirigan, to save Mal, because we're gonna save Nina, and Nina, she's gonna help with his art, all of that, in fact, can be resolved during half of this episode, you know? No army anymore to threaten the king, so for me, like, the second half of this episode, it's gonna be the epilogue of the season 2. I'm not sure, you know, of this episode what we're gonna have truly, because what I imagine can take a short time, so it means that other things are gonna happen that I can't imagine yet, because again, I don't know the story. We'll see, and I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode 8, the last one of this season 2. That was so cool to be back with this show. So cool. Let's go. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, if you want the extended reaction parts of all of the videos, you know, all of the episodes of this season 2, if you want to thank me also for this binge watching, you can subscribe just for a month if you want. And that's it. Let's go for this final episode. And after that, I'm gonna spend 3 entire days from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, like really just editing these videos. That's gonna be so long. Let's go for this episode 8. No! Was that enough? Ah, it's still not enough.
Stay with me.
He's not dead. He's not dead yet. Oh, you hurt so easily? No, 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 no.
I love you.
No. Mom is so good. No. It happened? It truly happened?
I love you. I'll never know how to love this.
It truly happened? You shut up! It's because of you all of that. She's gonna destroy the fort. No! He's really dead. 2 minutes reset. So make him come back, maybe. No. I still have hope. All of our hopes are with you, Alina. Inej feels so good. Tell me that it's not too late.
How long? Just now. Can you save him?
Try. You shut the fuck up! We don't have time for you.
You know sacrifice.
He's gonna come back.
Beyond anything you've ever known. And look what it did.
Indeed. Look what it did.
She's nothing like you.
Mal and I changed the world. We tore down your shadow fort.
You have my sympathies for what comes next. The world doesn't need a saint to protect it. It needs a monster.
That's what I'm afraid of. You know, for her to become the monster.
Soon you will have no equal. The years spent alone will grind you down. They will harden you. Who will be there to save you?
Mal.
I will save myself.
Also.
Your legacy is already written.
He needs to die. The blade, yes. It's time to end that. Alina, kill him.
You can't control him, can you? You can't control him.
I thought I could control it all. Once. Find peace.
I don't deny that you had feelings for her. I deny that you loved her. You loved to control her. It's an act of pity.
Without me, no, they will come for you.
Let them come.
He made sure there is nothing left of me.
Okay.
Please.
You want to be sure to not come back?
Blue skies. A little saint.
She was not yours.
Kirigan must be dead.
He is.
You'd have to use merzost.
swear to me you'll never use it. I swear. You will not.
Don't.
Explicit demands until it is too late.
Don't!
Please.
She's gonna use it to make him come back. Oh, that's it. She's gonna switch. She's gonna become the villain. You know you didn't do it, Nina. I want to be wrong. I want for Alina to continue to be good, but she's gonna be tempted hard. Kill me now.
Thank you. My country might have been sunk if you hadn't arrived. Again?
We'll settle those things in gold.
Remember what I told you about true north?
You're talking about us. About home. How you could always find it.
I don't feel it anymore. It left me as I died.
You're not the Firebird anymore?
So now I'm not sure we'll ever know.
Know what?
Why I walked past the other orphanages until I found Crimson. Whether my bloodline and your powers were the only reason we ever met.
No! It was destinies. It was love.
Love.
You know you love her. Come on.
What does it matter? I can't imagine my life without you. I don't want to imagine it.
We've both known for a while now. We're meant for more.
She just cursed herself for saving you. Because she loves you.
I don't know what I'm meant for.
You were meant.
To stay with her.
I was meant for you. As a mythical amplifier to help raise you up and achieve the unachievable. And I feel that, but now...
Now, you're alive.
Now you have time to fall in love with her again.
You might be a saint now. Bringing someone back from the dead.
She didn't.
I wish I could take credit.
Once the world stops looking at her with gratitude, we'll start to wonder if she's outstayed her welcome. That'll be dangerous.
You know
She
it.
may be the first person I've met who is both of the two most dangerous types in this world.
Ah,
Those defending their happy ever after, and those who don't know how to find their way to one.
Sounds like someone else I know.
I can make peace with this place. I'm not giving up on my happy ever after.
Let me help you.
You have a debt.
This was to save your life. Guys, please.
I forgot that you were there for some seconds. I was just like, oh god.
I want you to put me into the fights. Someone's picked the cards to keep your name off the roster until now. I just want to feel something different. Good. And someone's gonna hurt. I'll go you.
No real body? It's not an answer. For you? To make a I'm gonna keep a 3% theory for you and for David to still be alive.
You go. We both have every right. To live.
I'm glad for you. You deserve to be the ones to burn him.
A grave. Nothing left. Goodbye, Alexander.
Today is a new beginning. For all of Ravka. Now, for our whole world. We've had a singular focus for so long.
Blank page.
After hundreds of years separated by the fold, we can celebrate a unified Ravka. A chance to put the pieces of our lives back together. Above all, you must trust. Trust in each other. In yourselves. It won't be easy, of course. Nothing is.